if you have friends that are always talking shit about everyone else, and this isn't like a vent and you're gossiping, unless you really know that person, be careful they're not also talking shit about you.
Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. Hey guys, welcome to the pregame.
Hi.
Week 18 is done. I'm having a little recharge in a minute. I'm doing a little NAD vitamin IV. Get me going.
I'm so jealous of that. I'm gonna.
We'll do it before Super Bowl. We'll do it before Super Bowl. We'll be all, like we drank 50 coffees.
I'm started my dry January, which is 1 day a week drinking. Try that in Vegas.
Dude, I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to try anymore. Baker Mayfield, this is a public apology to you. I got to stop. Enough is enough. Freaking 5 days ago, I'm out. Oh, I went to a Kings game. My girlfriends are there. They're like, your skin looks great. You look great. I was like, oh, thanks. I'm so tired. Night before I leave to go to Tampa, do the sit down with Baker Mayfield, do week 18 game, going through my stuff, packing it up. I'm like, some retinol. I'm going to put it on, slather it on, go to bed, get on a plane. I'm like, what just happened? Everything affects my skin. I think I'm trying to be preventative. Instead, I create an entire situation. I'm sitting down with Baker, already talked to you. Left side is swollen, got a big, this one already got it injected today. Great. Trying to, do shit with my mouth. Can't try to smile so you can't see it. Sunday, post game, I got fucking braille all over my face. Right here, I already got it injected. It's like I wanted to take the whole side of my hair and just say, hey, babe, congratulations on clinching the division and being in the playoffs.
Is that a beard? No.
I just covered a beard.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Because somehow the fact that
stop
giving you advice on this is it's a universe shift. Because I've been the queen of trying things and picking things and all that stuff. You're not going to try anything new. No more. From now until Super Bowl. Okay. There's no it's celebrity tested. No, nothing. You are going to keep it simple, Sally.
Hands to yourself.
Okay.
But it's like, this wasn't some bullshit on Instagram. This was like high-end shit.
I get it. I think that there should be a less is more situation, because what I've learned in my skin getting better is, and it's not, I told you, I was talking to you the other day when I had to go back to the dermatologist to pull stuff out, but less is more. We're going to just not try new things.
Sorry, Baker. Congrats on the win.
Congratulations.
Mike, congrats
you and Mike Evans. We need to talk about that for a second. I understand.
It was awesome.
We'll get into the pregame for a second, but this is the end of week 18. The playoff picture is set. You should have seen me, Stray, Gronk, the whole.
Was it cool?
So set up here. Erin obviously is working the game. I'm in studio, but I'm up above. Like I'm almost like think of a house. I'm in an attic. Okay. So the boys are down on the main floor. I'm up in the attic, but you can hear them because it's like an open air studio thing. So you set it up. And then I'll give you our reaction. So Baker Mayfield has to get Mike Evans.
Mike needs 85 yards to tie Jerry Rice's record for 11 consecutive 1,000 receiving yard season. Like, it's insane. And it's like a whole buildup. But it also really interesting going into our game. We should ask Dean about this. We're going to have Dean Blandino on the big show. He's great. Love him a lot.
Rules expert for Fox, college, and for the NFL. Travels with Erin's crew. Also with me on studio. He's a time.
So we were talking to a couple people before the game, and they were just saying how, look, you want to win the game, you want to get into the playoffs, but this is weighing on everybody. It's a record. It's $3 million. Mike is a future Hall of Famer. Like, you just want to get it done for him. So anyways, Bucs are down in this game. They are struggling. First half, they barely had the ball. Second half, they finally get some possessions. They finally get it going. They go on this crazy drive that Baker ignites it. Great runs, great throws. And it's like, holy shit. if they get it to Mike, I think he needed 5 yards or something at that time. Like if they get it to Mike, 4 or 5, right? And it was
only
like,
needed
get it
5
to Mike.
yards. Yeah.
Get it to Mike. And it didn't, he was being, I think he was being doubled or covered somehow. They did a different play to Bucky Irving. So it was like, shit. So I was on the sidelines where the guys are walking off. Mike walked off first and they're all like, Tristan Wirfs is like looking at him like, fuck.
Because it's the end of the game, you guys. So the Saints get the ball back and you're like, oh, they're going to try to win because the Saints are down. So they're actually going to, they didn't take a knee. They didn't let, after the 2-minute warning, whatever. They actually, the blessing in this case was that they were down because they had to try to go score. So then they go 3 and out or whatever it was. And the Bucs get the ball back.
There's time.
So now we're in studio like, there's time. There's time.
It's awesome.
And like Stray's yelling, like when Stray gets like really excited about something, it's like, and then Terry's yelling. And it's like,
I heard Gronk was all hyped.
Oh my God.
Gronk played with him.
Of course. And it was so fucking awesome because that play doesn't get on the first one. It's like a running play on the first one. And then you're also afraid you don't want like him to get hurt, right? Because it's like, what are we risking out there? So we're like, is he going to go for it? And then he fucking gets the 8-yard reception and we lose it. We're like pounding on the table.
It's
and
awesome.
I think that, and for Gronk, he was just saying like, he's one of the nicest people on and off the field, one of the best teammates, and just that reaction and you being there. I was so excited just to like, I was so happy for him. Good for you,
and he
Mike
just
Evans.
walked off and it was like, no, come back. And he like, but it was pretty fucking cool. Like what a badass move. Like just walk on off.
It literally a walk off. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Cause Sarah, your friend Sarah Walsh and I are standing there because we wanted to interview him with Baker. And I'm like, no.
Oh, God, that celebration
Freaking
locker room.
awesome.
And most importantly, yes, I know the individual awards are great, but every guy will tell you they had to win in order to get into the postseason. So I'm so excited, as are you. We have our post season assignments. I'm headed to Baltimore for my Saturday wildcard game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have been reeling. They've lost 4 straight. It's a division rivalry game.
It's big.
It doesn't matter what has happened to this point. The slate starts over. Everyone is 0-0.
The bank's going to be losing their mind. I'm going to look up weather for you right now.
You are doing the Eagles-Packers game. Really unfortunate news for poor Christian Watson. They determined it's an ACL.
Charissa, you're going to have snow. What time's your game?
Night.
You got snow. Highs 38,
I need to come
lows
borrow
27.
a jacket
That's fun.
Okay, I need to come borrow a jacket.
Wear that suit I had. That thing's cool. I got a small one. It's brand new.
You got another one?
Yeah, we got 2 sizes in case. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. Look at this gal, always prepared. I'm borrowing clothes and she's like, I've got this size or this color.
Oh, stop.
My color's a blush and bashful. But yeah, we've got great games. I'm so excited for the postseason. Okay, pregame. Here we go. Megan Verkamp. Does it matter what college you attend in terms of how far you get in sports broadcasting? No, no, and no. Erin and I took very different paths that way. You are a broadcasting major at the University of Florida, which is an incredible broadcasting school. I went to the University of California, Santa Barbara. There's not even a broadcasting program. It's communications. I did internships from my experience. And Erin, but you had like in-school you had a TV station, didn't you?
I know, but we talked about it with Dean, which is going to come out this Thursday in the Big Show. It's like, it's a lot about who you know and making connections and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I did have experience, but also my dad was in the industry. Like, I got my first internship because of my dad. I probably got my first job because of my dad in the Tampa Bay area. And then Leslie Visser, Hall of Fame broadcaster, said this to me. It doesn't matter how you get in. It matters how you stay. Yeah, and that's so true.
All the time. That's a similar expression where it's like, it doesn't matter. Like as long as the door is open, it's your job to then keep it open. Yeah. I mean, I started in human resources with that story has been documented. I then became a production assistant. So I think there's many different ways to get into the industry that you want to get into. Don't put too much stock in the school. I mean, I'm sure that maybe if you went to, like you said, like having broadcasting background's helpful, but don't think that it's a must-have.
Nah. Oh, next. Anonymous. I love this, by the way. Weekend ski trip with boy I've never been on a date with. Mutual friend, and he's a great guy. That sounds terrifying to me. Now, are there other people coming? Because I'd be in my head.
Right.
How many bathrooms
right up my
are there? What?
Oh, this sounds right up my alley. Like something that's just like random and impulsive and spontaneous.
Well, that is how you did it. So
yeah. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. ski trip worked out for me with someone I really didn't know.
That
Holding
Yellowstone
hands on
club will
Erin's
get ya.
couch. I love it. Weekend ski trip with boy. I've never been on a date with mutual friend. He's a great guy. I
Have
mean,
a time.
why not?
Have a time. I'm always worried about the bathroom situation, though, you know?
There's ways around that.
True.
Go get yourself a coffee. Go to a restaurant. Go somewhere outside the house.
Make some calls.
Make some calls. Yeah. But tell us when this actually happens. We need an anonymous follow-up. We have an anonymous follow-up today, which I'm excited to share.
Whoa.
Later on.
Okay.
Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, until we get there, Lynn's SW. Love how you two are hype women for each other. Tips on making close girlfriends in late 20s. Lynn's, here's what I'm going to tell you. It is not quantity, it is quality. So you, I think depending on, I mean, Erin and I have gotten very close over the years. I think a lot of that is the fact that we are very similar in personality. If I had to, we're very different, but the same. I think that doing the same job is also something that brings us very close. We vent to each other about that. I think
a lot of people don't get it.
Shared similar experiences in trauma, I think also have brought Erin and I very close. So I don't know if I have any tips on how to make girlfriends. I don't think you should try to go make, I think, you feel similar to when you meet a guy, like a chemistry, like you connect with someone, shared interests and things like that. But I would just say for you, if you're looking to like have closer girlfriend relationships, is they're the same as any relationship. You have to put work in. You have to check in on your girlfriends and not just think like it's a one-way street. It would be my thing. And my relationship with, let me summarize this. My relationship with my girlfriends now are some of my most valuable relationships and most treasured relationships. And they don't even feel like friendships. They feel like family. So I don't know if that's a tip, but just.
I feel like you can weed out the bullshit a lot more in your 40s versus your 20s.
Yep.
I just think that's a big one too. But I don't know. I also feel like the friends you have in your 20s sometimes aren't the friends you have in your 40s. It's just because you change, you evolve, you get married, you have babies, you don't. It's just like your job takes a different path. It's funny going back to Tampa this weekend. I saw a lot of people I knew in my 20s. Yeah. And I'm not friends with them anymore. Not in a bad way, but it's just my life took a different path.
Yeah, I was friends with a lot of the people I was in my 20s either. I will say this word of caution, because in hindsight, I look back, careful of the friends in your 20s. If you have, or this could be any age actually, if you have friends that are always talking shit about everyone else, and this isn't like a vent and you're gossiping, unless you really know that person, be careful they're not also talking shit about you. I always think about that, where I'm like, wait, if you're talking about everyone else, like unless you're really close, you know what I mean? Like unless you're like best friends with something, I don't know. That just always kind of stands out to me. Like if you're talking to someone and they never defend someone, or they never like, I actually like that person, she's a nice person. Like if they're just always like, yeah, she's a bitch, she's that. It's like, are they just saying that to go along with you? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that can get tricky when you're younger because people want to just be liked by everyone.
Kern Dog 12. That sounds like what I would say, Kern Dog 12. How do I get unstuck in a rut physically, emotionally, financially? I feel like I was like that. I talked about it on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. This is so stupid. This alters my mood all the fucking time. Go get active. Go get outside. Get out of your house. Get out of where you are. I mean, today I had 4 hours sleep. I feel like dog crap, but I made myself go to a class, and the people in my class are so nice. Like tomorrow we're going to celebrate Katie being GM at Barry's for 6 years. And I don't even know these people, and I just love the sense of community, you know?
Oh my God.
No, but it was just great. And I'm fucking tired, and I could barely put my treadmill past anything. And I got my people there, and Haley, my upper arms instructor, my arms and abs instructor today, works for the Chargers. And she just had to tell me she was fangirling and loves what we do on Calm Down and in life. And I was like, you know what? Thank God I got the fuck out of my house today. And like, I just felt happier. I just feel like get active, get the sunshine on you. And if it's dark where you are, go to a fucking yoga class. Just get
think
out,
that is
move
phenomenal
your body.
advice. And I love that your natural endorphins, your serotonin, all of that stuff. For me, it's always make your bed in the morning. Take a shower.
Take a shower.
If you're sitting in your pajamas and you're sitting in your sweats and you're on your couch and you're just like, just get up, go take a shower, make your bed, clean up around your house. And then like that will like ignite something or if it's even to Erin's point, if you don't feel like working out, at least just get in your car, take a drive, go get some coffee, just get out of your normal thing. From a financial standpoint, make a plan. I feel better when I feel overwhelmed about things if I put it down on paper. And that can be the emotional side. You can journal. I never journal because I'm always afraid someone's going to find it. So I'm like, I've done this. I've written things down because I need to get it out. I'm a big believer of like, don't keep it in. So write it down and then I rip up all the papers. Like, cause I'm like, I don't want anyways. It's incriminating evidence. Fire. Yeah. It's like I watch these Datelines and like, we found her diary. And I'm like, who has a diary? I mean, who wants to keep that in writing? So write it down, rip it up, throw it away. And then also just, just get out of, I don't want to say get out of the rut because that's what you're trying to do, but just move. Yeah. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Ethan, 891, what new skills or hobbies would you try if you had time? Well, Ethan, 891, Steve, for Christmas, we made a point to we didn't want to spend a lot of money because we're spending at the ranch, we're doing all these other things. So I said, nothing over $1,000. So I got him golf lessons. Cute. And he bought me a new golf bag. And we're going to make golfing like more of a thing in our lives so we can do that together. I really want to get good. I feel like I've got we've been to the driving range. We both have, I think, if I do say so myself, we've got great swings. I just need to perfect my mid-range game. I don't work on my irons very much. So that's a hobby that I really want to put some effort behind, and I'll do it in the off season. What about you?
I love that. I would like to get good at pickleball or maybe tennis. Okay. I would like tennis or pickleball legs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the tennis legs.
A good sense of community,
This one in the community. Oh my God. She's a real pillar in the community. Is Jared still working for the mayor? Him at that town hall. Remember when he had the whole thing up on the iPad?
Sticking up for our neighborhood.
God, I love you guys. Next.
Taylor Mahone. Sorry. Where do you use what is it? Mahone?
I don't know. I just was laughing at the way you said it.
Where do you use your maiden name versus married last name? Getting married this year, would love to keep my maiden name at work, but want to change my last name and other elements at life. I don't use my married name. I kind of had said once Mackie Doodle Do arrived and understood I was probably going to change. But as cheesy as it sounds, I'm not going to change my name for television. It's just easier.
Are you actually Erin Stoll?
No. I'm Erin Andrews.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
But on your marriage license, it doesn't say Erin Andrews Stoll. No. Yeah. I mean, if the 2 times I did it, I never changed my name, gals. I just think what a pain in the ass.
That's the other thing. The paperwork, I don't want to deal with that.
I don't want to renew my own license with my own name.
Mackie Doodle Do, I'll do it, but at work I won't. Like it just.
So what do you mean by that?
What? I'm not going to be like, let's send it down to Erin Stoll. I'm just not. I'm Erin Andrews.
No, baby girl. I mean, like, what do you mean for him? You're going to do that? Like, you're going to have like
when we go to I'm thinking of like his classes and it's like, here's my mom, Erin Andrews, and my dad, Jared Stoll. I don't know. I feel like I do. Like, what does Carrie Underwood do? You know what I mean?
These are questions that we need answers to.
Yeah.
So were you thinking like you're going to just change your name for purposes of my gym?
Legally, I'll change it, but I will never go by Erin Stoll on air.
Yeah, well, we're past that point. And Jared also doesn't need you to do that. But
he also doesn't care.
That's interesting. I actually would like to open this up to the Calm Down community.
To Carrie Underwood?
And Carrie Underwood. Okay?
Right.
Sunday Night Football on NBC. I would like to know what the community out there actually would do in that situation too. Or do you need to?
First grade class? I mean,
I don't know. What any of you out there that have changed your name or didn't change your name because of your little one, we'd love to hear more about it. Okay, here's the big anonymous follow-up. This was from 2 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. Original question. My ex and I broke up, but he won't move out of the apartment. What do I do? My advice to her was, if the lease and the bills are in your name, throw his stuff out the door. Here's the follow-up. I scheduled movers to come get his shit, and he finally left. Low key, had no choice. This gal's great. The apartment was in my name, so ain't no way I was moving out. Thanks for the advice. Love your show. Good for you. My thing is, ladies and gentlemen, whatever the situation may be, if that thing is in your name, do not exit stage left, because that person can vandalize the thing and now you're on the hook and there's all of this liability. If you are the one that is on the lease or you're on the mortgage and that is your house, get his ass out. Here's a pro tip. If you own the house and the person leaves and it's not their house, you can change the locks and they legally are not allowed to come back in. And that has been my advice from Parker and Parker law firm. I don't know if that's actually, you know what I mean?
Swipe up for
changing the
10%
locks is a real thing. But yeah, good for you, sister. And you know what? To this anonymous follow-up, I hope that with the new year and your new space and you've reclaimed it, I hope that you feel better. But here's my advice too. Change those locks. I just safety number one. You never know if the person has a bad day and they obviously know where you live. So just be safe and be happy. Okay, bye-bye now. Dean Blandino, big show. You guys don't want to miss it. If you guys are like,
oh no. I think you pulled your mic out.
I got so excited talking about Dean Blandino.
Who doesn't?
False start, offsides, holding. I said,
Infraction.
Dean Blandino is the head of officiating, and you're thinking to yourself, like, I don't really care about football. I don't really care about.
Yeah, you do.
This has nothing to do with it.
No.
He will offer some advice on different things. We will talk to him. He is just one for. He's a guy for everything. One-stop shop. So
great.
A little football, a lot of life.
Hot Dean coming up. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.